why do people pay for OnlyFans? You have the floor, sir.
All right. So my whole thought behind this, besides like let's get past the sad and lonely part, because that's an obvious. If you're paying to see titties, you're sad and lonely. But you brought up a good point earlier while we were setting everything up, Christian, that you're like, you know, it's more of a genuine connection. It's kind of like why people subscribe to Twitch streamers, and like it's more than like just, oh, you know, here's your money, I want to buy pictures of you, which is kind of how I thought about it at first, which is the whole rant I have. Yeah,
I think it's very personal.
So I'll let you go into that in a second, because my thoughts beforehand when I first saw this is like something I've always thought of whether it was like Patreon or anything. Like, why are you paying these people just to see titties or whatever? Like, look up Pornhub, look up X videos, look up the millions and millions of free porn sites.
What was that last one?
I don't remember. X videos, maybe.
I feel like you got a third, man.
It was a joke. It was a joke. It was a joke that didn't land. It's fine.
Let's see. Cornhub.
Clearly, he's a watcher. Clearly, he's a watcher.
Brazzers. There we go. You know, are we just gonna list them all off? I don't know. Hotmilfs.com. I'm sure that's one.
Probably, or it might be like
put anything.com in front of it. You could type
this domain does not exist.
Titties.com. Guarantee that's a thing.
Someone owns it.
But
porn.com.
So like I kind of went down the rabbit hole myself of what do I do if I found out like my child paid for porn on like a hotel, because I kind of see it the same way. Like OnlyFans is basically just paying for porn. Like, what if they bought the porn channel at the hotel?
Yeah.
What if they paid for Brazzers? I'd be so disappointed. I'd be like, I have a stupid child.
Yeah.
Do they not realize this is completely
that's
free? Like, yeah, seriously. Like, come on. Especially,
that's a whole other conversation as to why any porn should be free. Like, these are actual performers and actors.
Yeah, but
ad cameras,
ad revenue. You can pay them off ad.
It's like podcasting.
Exactly.
It's like podcasting.
Like, there's some that are higher quality than others. There's a reason there's an amateur section. But I'm like, just the disappointment I'd have, like, in my kid. Like, you're that stupid that you're paying probably my money, mind you, because he'd be a dumbass child. Because when it's his money, he'd be like, why am I spending money on boobs when I can type boobs into Google? Like, it's just like the disappointment and stupidity I see behind it. And like, that's not to degrade any like people who are paying for OnlyFans. It's just,
oh, the people on OnlyFans.
You should,
because they're the smart ones.
Yeah.
Well, here's
if you're on OnlyFans making a killing, girl, good on you.
I just wish I could pay my rent. I wish I could
guys
pay
too. Guys too.
With pictures of my asshole.
Well, here's my thing.
It's also a little bit of jealousy. Like,
I think it's way, like, because I know you guys said it's like the same as paying for porn. I don't see it that way because there's a whole social aspect to it.
Yeah.
Like, there's been times where I've come across profiles like, oh, this girl's kind of cute. Link in the bio, OnlyFans. So there are genuinely people out there that follow them, like, so let's say on an Instagram profile, and they're looking at their regular pictures, but they're also invested. It's like they have, like, I think people that pay for an OnlyFans, they have a crush.
Yeah.
Which is why I think it's a lot more personal, because you're putting money in this person's pocket and you're following them on regular social media. So you kind of have an idea of their regular life, but you're also following them on OnlyFans and funding so they can continue doing this. And I think it's personal in that way. It's
bro,
like, it's like a fake relationship. You said that off.
It is a fake relationship, but bro, like, that can't be healthy.
It isn't.
That's like
you feel connected. You feel connected to this person.
Yeah, but they don't give a
giving
fuck
this
about
money.
You. They don't give a shit about you. That's the
no. Nor should they, because they're fucking
there's
creepy.
Lonely guys out there that are like.
A lot of them are creepy. I'm sure. I'm sure a lot of them are normal.
What's the example OnlyFans girl name that we're gonna use in this example?
Dude, I have no idea. I've never been on OnlyFans.
Brittany. That's a name.
Brittany?
Yeah, it's like, oh, I follow Brittany
on
made up Instagram,
name. Okay.
and I also am paying for her OnlyFans, and I check in on it, and I'm giving her a couple $1 a month. Her specifically.
Yeah,
but you also get to see her titties.
Not Brazzers, not porn.
Not even sometimes.
It's not a business that like the money gets broken up. Like, you are feeding this girl. You are helping her put clothes on her back, or guy.
Or helping to take them off. Ayo.
So I think it's personal. I think it's a little bit. It's a step past porn addiction to me.
That's crazy because porn addiction's legit.
Oh yeah, porn addiction's
legit.
But the thing is, I don't think it's porn addiction though.
It's a step further. It's almost
something else. It's not even.
It's like
it's borderline obsession.
Isn't that kind
It's
of
almost like almost like a catfish situation where you're talking to a girl but you never actually meet her.
Right.
And that's, to me, that's similar. You're never gonna meet this OnlyFans chick.
Well, also, you guys know I'm a big wrestling fan. A lot of the wrestlers, not necessarily in WWE, but like independent wrestlers, will also have an OnlyFans. However,
like Patreon.
Yeah,
with YouTube
but
videos.
they won't do nudes. They'll just do like lingerie or whatever, what have you. But they make a lot of money as well because they're celebrities.
Well, that's like the cosplaying side of
the cosplaying side of OnlyFans. Yeah,
like you have a lot of people who are out there who are just cosplayers and they're lewd cosplays, but then you have the lewder pictures, like the extended set, and you can get access to those. It's like
that's what it was designed for.
Yeah, it was what it was designed for, but like at the same time, Tumblr was created to just share funny stories and
it evolved.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this podcast was created to ask funny questions, and here we are,
talking about how life
still
is
asking funny questions. But it's actually got me the idea of again, porn changed the industry. If you can convince a bunch of people to pay for something that's already free as a business model, what else can it work for? And this is what I came up with. It's so it's the idea of a fake relationship. What else could you have online with a fake relationship?
Friendship.
Dogs.
What do you mean?
They're people. I shit you not. Dude.
Tamagotchis. That's literally what you're pitching to me right now.
Sure, exactly.
You're literally just pitching me like Nintendo.
Someone is gonna have an account for their dog where people can pay to get exclusive videos, photos, and chats with that dog.
People already do that.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
So there's actually this one girl I follow. She used to date Tobuscus back in the day.
Who is that?
Jessica.
Who's Tobuscus?
You don't remember?
That's a name.
Tobuscus? You don't remember Tobuscus?
No idea who Tobuscus is.
Oh my god, like old kid, played a bunch of Happy Wheel stuff and then just sung a bunch of random songs, like pure ADHD bliss. Hence why I loved him.
Fair.
But there was a whole bunch of shit. So I ended up coming across her one day just scrolling through reels, and she has this parrot, which is adorable and hilarious. And her whole page, she's a cute girl with blue hair and but she just got this parrot and that's her whole thing. But she has an OnlyFans dedicated straight to the parrot. It's her OnlyFans is just the parrot. So I'm sure there's people who subscribe to it thinking it's gonna be her doing weird stuff, and it's just her parrot doing a bunch of cool parrot stuff. I guess.
Dude, pause only or pause off. I think would be a phenomenal app where it's just your relationship with people's dogs, other people's dogs.
I think that's actually one of the better things to OnlyFans is that if you say you have an OnlyFans and you're already somewhat famous, people are gonna think one thing and head over there.
Yeah,
and then get whatever's really behind.
I mean, that's what Belle Delphine did at some point.
Yeah, she made
she was
killing.
Yeah, but she's selling bathwater and whatever. There's that weird stuff. But then I remember there was the whole. She's like, oh, I'm gonna put out a video of me, and it was a bunch of different puns to sex, and then it was a video of the pun happening. She's like, I'm gonna deep throat a celebrity, and then she just took a picture of that celebrity, crumpled it up, and ate it. And that was the video she put up.
Hilarious.
And people were pissed. And I was like, yes.
What did you expect?
I was like, yes. I mean, well, she does post a lot of lewd stuff.
Yeah.
That's her,
it's on
that's
brand.
her whole platform.
Yeah, she trolled.
And then she got everyone. But she put 6 videos up weeks after. And she's like, I'm sorry I got you guys. And then she kept getting the internet. It was they kept getting got. She's like, I'm sorry guys. I'll actually put up this video of another sexual innuendo.
She just did it again?
She did it again for 5 or 6 videos.
That's hilarious.
And I'm like, yo.
I mean, she knows it's carrot and stick. I mean, I think this whole OnlyFans thing is basically the same thing that the birth of streaming did for independent artists. So now, with porn, you don't need the big studio to shoot the porn.
Yeah, anyone can be a porn star.
Anybody can be a porn
star.
Yeah,
but that's what the amateur section's for.
But to see the amateurs, they still it's
a step above.
A lot of the amateurs are also on OnlyFans.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying prior to OnlyFans, amateur was still it's a step above.
It was Kim K.
It's like you're kind of trying. It's just
Don't get me
it
started
just like
on the
looks bad.
Kardashians.
Like OnlyFans,
Useless family.
OnlyFans, there's no expectation that it's going to be like a 4K video. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no expectations.
Right.
But I'm saying it puts the power into the actual porn stars, hands, so to speak. And the same thing with
I think
artists
we're just trying to compete with Patreon.
who like needed a record label. Now they can just release their music independently and get the money directly. They don't have to cut it, 50 times before it gets to them. So that's kind of how I see it.